You are not late, you are just looking at the wrong calendar. I am Lu, welcome to another video. I'm your favorite manifestation coach, and today we are talking about your homecoming using the Mayan moon calendar. This is a 9-week manifestation and reset code protocol because I know you are feeling messy, and let's clean it up together. Ending of cycles is exhausting, and we are gonna fix that together without losing our minds. The fact is, the year is ending. We are reaching the 12th moon right now. Actually, tomorrow this video will be up on Friday 29. If I sound a little weird, it's just my day 3 of my menstrual cycle, so I am a little bit foggy today, so bear with me. And well, here we just don't plan, we build our now to anchor our future. That is the goal. That is what we are doing during this 9-week protocol of homecoming. As we approach the middle of the Gregorian year, we tend to feel like we are late to our goals, that we are not doing what we are supposed to do because everyone seems to be reaching their goals, doing their thing. And when you compare yourself to the others, you feel like everyone is traveling around, everyone is making money, everyone is getting promoted, everyone is getting married because it's May, the month of the brides. Everyone seems to get married in May. But this is a man-made calendar, made by men and for men. This calendar, it doesn't respect our cycles, the cycles of Earth, the cycles of the moon. And the Mayan calendar, it is a calendar of 13 moons, and it's where we have every 28 days we start a new cycle, like the moon. And when people start to study the Mayan calendar, they tend to get a little bit lost because they look at the drawings, they look at the colors, the red, the blue, the white, the yellow, and they get distracted by the drawings, the seals, when they are supposed to be looking at the tones, the dots. When you look at the dots, they repeat itself every year. Every year has 13 moons, and every year the moons are saying the same thing. The archetype changes, but the goal of that cycle is always the same. It's always the same tone. And my invitation for you today is that you look at the moons that has passed, so you can cross this 12th moon being present in your body, being present in your life, so you can anchor your future self and manifest by the end of the cycle on July 24. The year ends on July 24. Go slow, be kind, be present. Look at everything that happened before in your life in the past months since July 26 of 2025. When you start this journey of reset, you see that you are not late for your goals, you are not late for your manifestations. You still have time either to reach the goals of 2026, the year of the man, but you have time to reach the goals you made last year, because last year is still happening. We still are on last year because, as I said before, this is a man-made calendar that doesn't make any sense and was made for us to pay taxes. So when you are looking at the past 13 months since July, and we're gonna reach 13 months next July, look at this map as a opportunity to look inside yourself and look inside what you really want, how you want to end this year, and most importantly, how you want this year to be the one who chose yourself. Speaking about the Gregorian calendar, we are in a year one, so we are in the beginning of a 9-year cycle. When you stack these astrological transits one above the other, we are always on cycles, spirals, going back and forth. So when you realize that you are not late for your dreams, you are just not in sync, you are out of sync with what you really want and with who you are, that's when you can really embody the person that you really is. So the hacks, the lab, the real deep stuff is inside the Weird Sisters Club. If you want to go deep, deep, deep in this practice, in this exercise of looking at the moons that have passed, the Weird Sisters Club is the home for the 9-week homecoming protocol for the next 9 weeks. And I am sharing this protocol because I am passing through this protocol right now. I decided, as my birthday approaches, my personal year matches the Mayan moon calendar. So I was born on the New Year's on the Mayan calendar. And of course, you don't have to be born on July 26th to follow the stars. You have your own map, and your map stacks on the collective map. I just ended up being the same. I am my map, and my map and the collective is the same map. And the point of doing this protocol right now is seeing that when I was beginning my year in 2025, all I wanted was to forgive myself. All I wanted almost a year ago was to be kind to myself, be the woman I needed at that time. Choose myself, choose to be kind. Have you watched Cinderella, the live action? Have courage and be kind. That became my motto since I watched the movie back when it was released. And last year I realized that I spent years being courage, putting myself out there, exchanging my energy, doing everything that had to be done, but I wasn't being kind to myself. I wasn't being gentle to myself. I was living in a big city. I needed to be out there putting myself in that situations and going with the people around me and crossing the metropolis so I could open a laptop in the office and go back home and pray that I wouldn't be robbed or worse. So I was living in survival mode. That's facts. And when I started the certification on Ho'oponopono last year, I was searching for this forgiveness. I needed to look at my life, at me, and forgive myself for all the moments I didn't put me in the first place. And when I started the certification, I saw that forgiveness was just the word my brain used. So I entered the certification because what I found inside was myself. And when I found myself inside that certification, when I looked in the eyes of the I am, I fully embodied my identity and I began to create the creatrix, and I was getting all these downloads with Goddess Isis, Mary Magdalene, Lemuria, Lai language, Arcturus. I am an Arcturian high priestess. I have this medicine with waves that they sent me that is really a translation and a transcription of my identity, because we heal the others and ourselves when we embody the person that we really are. When we embody the person that we really are, we finally are able to heal ourselves because we are not searching anymore for things around us to validate us because we don't need validation anymore. This is identity driven transformation, and it doesn't matter if you use the Mayan calendar, if you use the creatrix, if you use the divine ironing method, if you use Ho'oponopono, it doesn't matter the tool. All these tools have the same goal: to unlock the true identity of the person that is using it. And the homecoming protocol, it is another tool that use the Mayan calendar to unlock this true identity. The homecoming protocol with wave healing, with the creatics, with the divine ironing, with the guidance of all that is around, all of the great sun. I do this work because I want other women to see themselves with the eyes of their future self. The point of resetting, of starting again every time we start a spiral, it's not to repeat the same patterns. It can be tiring when things repeat itself so much that you feel like you are not walking at the direction you're supposed to be walking. But every time something repeats itself, every time you come across the same pattern, you are learning something. When the things repeat itself, you are learning something. You may not understand that in the moment, but you are learning something. And right now we are entering this 9 weeks so we can finish this year, this cosmic year, and came across the middle of this year one. So when you go there and reach July, you see that your manifestations are finally unlocking, because right now is the time to reset, release, rebound, rise, remember. Remember who you are. Don't let the world tell you who you are. When you let other people tell who you are, the people that has nothing to do with it, you can have a identity mentor, you can have therapists helping you, healers, being guides, so you can find this identity. But I'm talking about people who don't even know who themselves are and are dictating who you are just because you don't follow the rules they created for themselves. So, the next 9 weeks, I want you to first look at the past look at these past moons and think, I chose myself. I was present in my life. I made the decisions for me or for them. Was I acting from love or fear? Was I acting from my future self who already has everything I dream of? Or was I acting of survival in fear? The reset starts now. You can join me, you can go in the description box and read the first exercise. It's free on my blog. And if you want to go deeper, you can be a member of the Weird Sisters Club and start to live the life you always dreamed of as the main character, not the background one that never develops. It's not about searching for being a better person. It's about encounter. It's about embody the real, the true person that you are. If you already know who you are, congratulations, this is not for you. But if deep down you heard all of it, you heard this 22 minutes of me yapping here on YouTube, and you are thinking, maybe I don't even know what I was doing in 2025, this journey, this protocol is totally for you, and you can choose how you want to participate in it. We start today, May 29, and go until July 25. Well, 24. July 25 is the day outside time. So I see you next week. Bye.